You think reaching the top will save you, that once you stand on the summit your life will finally begin, that success, strength, clarity, all of it waits up there. But let me tell you something brutal. Your reward is not at the top. What you're searching for isn't waiting for you there. Your reward is the climb, and the harder it is, the more it hurts, the more it changes you. The path that scares you, the one you secretly hope to avoid, the pain that will try to break you again and again, the effort it takes to rise when every part of you wants to quit. That's the prize, that's the test. If the goal was only the view, everyone would chase small hills, easy wins, cheap dreams. But they don't. They choose the highest mountain, the most brutal trails. They risk their lives, not for the flag at the top, but for the fire they find inside on the way up. Why? Because we are not here to play safe. We are here to fight, to transform, to become more than we are now, to burn every part of weakness from our bones. And only one road leads there, the one that hurts. That's why we climb. That's why we suffer. That's how champions are born. We all do it. We picture ourselves at the top, arms raised, finally free. We believe that reaching it will make us whole, that something magical will happen up there, that clarity will strike like lightning, that strength will be handed to us like a prize. But truth is that summit doesn't make you stronger, the climb does. No miracle waits at the top, no transformation, no awakening, because the mountain doesn't change you. You change you. On the way up, with every slip, every failure, every time you fall and choose to climb again, you grow stronger, not because you read something on the peak, but because you understand it through pain. As you overcome yourself again and again, you build your strength in the storm, you earn your power in the struggle, you shape your soul in the fight. The summit is just a marker, it doesn't care who you are, it simply reflects who you've become. And still, we believe the lie. Once I get there, everything will change. But change doesn't come from arrival, it comes from effort, from the grind, from the days you wanted to quit but didn't. Because if you are not becoming more on the way up, you will be the same person at the top, just with a prettier view. And that view, it won't fix the emptiness you tried to escape. Only the past can do it, only the pain, only the change you've earned with your own hands. So stop chasing the illusion that life begins after you win. It begins the moment you choose to fight, to become, to climb even when it hurts. So climb. Climb not for the view, but for who you'll have to become to reach it, because your mountain isn't just rock and snow, it's your dream, your goals, the vision of who you want to be, but most people run from it. That dream won't save you, that goal won't change you, the summit doesn't shape you, the climb does. The mountain is a mirror. It reflects everything you carry inside, your excuses, your weaknesses, your potential. It will test them all. But if you keep climbing, step by step, scar by scar, it will begin to change. Not when you reach the top, but while your legs shake and your lungs burn, and you keep going anyway. Because true transformation doesn't wait at the finish line. It happens in the mess, in the fight, in the storm you survive. That's what your dream is meant to be, not reward you, but reborn you. So it's hard. If it hurts, good. That means you're on the right path. That means the mountain is working. If it hurts, it's working. Because pain doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're growing. Every ache in your chest, every crack in your confidence, every time your hands shake and you want to quit, that's the evidence. Proves that you're no longer standing still. proves that you're not just dreaming of a better life, you're building one. You see, most people avoid pain, they dodge discomfort, they call it not the right time. They wait for the clarity, for confidence, for comfort. But that wait never ends, because comfort doesn't come before change. Pain does. Growth hurts. Discipline hurts. Letting go of who you were, that hurts the most. But there is no becoming without breaking, no new life without the death of the old one, no transformation without sacrifice. So if it hurts, don't run from it, don't numb it, don't scroll it away. Look it in the eye and keep climbing, because every step through pain is a step through weakness. Every rep, every failure, every I can't use silence is another piece of the old you left behind. And what's left? A version of you forged in fire. Real you, earned you. When you chase a real dream, when you climb your mountain, you will find out something. You will be alone, not because no one loves you, but because they can't follow. They weren't built for the climb, and the bottom, everyone's love, full of plans, full of promises. But when the trail gets steep, they stop, they watch, they wait for you to fall. And maybe you do, maybe you fall again and again, but the moment you rise, they go silent. Because your climb exposes something they're trying to hide, the excuses they made, the chances they didn't take, the strength they refused to build. They will call you crazy, to end and stop Seth, but they don't see the battle inside, they don't feel the weight you carry in silence. The mornings you rise with no applause, the nights you cry and still keep going. Because the mountain doesn't care, it doesn't reward comfort, it doesn't hand out trophies, it strips away everything fake, and the higher you go, the fewer voices you will hear. Not because you are lost, but because you are on the path, so you are willing to walk. No crowd, no noise, just you, your fight and the summit, no one else can see but you. And one day, when you've earned it, they will look up and realize they stopped climbing years ago. And when you climb high enough, you start to see the difference between those who rise and those who never even tried. You see the ones still at the bottom, not because they couldn't climb, but because they chose not to. They feared the pain, feared the failure, so they settled. And now they watch. They watch you bleed, they watch you rise, they watch with opinions, with doubt, with nothing at stake, because it's safer to mock than to move. They talk about what they would do, what they could have done, but they didn't, and they won't, because climbing isn't about strength, it's about decision, and they never made it, but you did. You are here, covered in dirt, scarred, exhausted, but higher. You didn't wait for perfect, you didn't wait for applause, you just climbed. And that is the difference. So now the line is drawn. You either rise or rot, climb or crumble, become or vanish, because when it's all over, no one remembers the one who watched, only the one who dared to climb. And no matter how far you've come, no matter how high you've climbed, there will always be another mountain, taller, harder, worth more. Everything you've done so far, it wasn't the destination, it was preparation. Every pain, every failure, every step that almost broke you was building the strength for what comes next. Because growth doesn't stop at the summit, it doesn't retire after victory. It asks more, it demands more, it dares you to become more. And that's the truth most people never face. You don't arrive, you evolve. You don't finish the climb, you become the kind of person who climbs forever. So remember this, The peak is not the end, it's just another step, another test, another mountain to conquer, another version of you waiting to be born. So don't stop, don't slow down, don't let comfort convince you that you've made it, because if you're still breathing, you're still becoming, and this fire in you, it's not meant to fade, it's meant to rise, to burn, to lead you higher than you ever thought possible. So keep climbing, because this isn't where your journey ends, it's where it begins, and in this life, there is no option B.